Hello, friends, enemies, and lovers of adventure, and welcome back to the Heck Flame Club. Welcome back to our adventures in Emane, and thank you for coming back and just joining us for another video and everything. We know you have a lot of options for entertainment, and we appreciate you guys choosing us. Not to sound like an airline or nothing, but we do appreciate it.
Thank you for boarding on the air.
We're on an airship. Yeah, I was going to say it is appropriate because we're in an airship right now. So
Thank you for flying
funny.
with the SSD cheese.
SSD cheese.
Okay, first order of business, we changed the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also get Sam away from the fondue.
I vote, USS Liquid.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I like that.
Any other suggestions?
Before we get to all that,
Fair
though,
enough.
we're going to do some introductions. Ring yelling, hold on. I'm kidding. All right, we're going to go with. We're going to do some introductions, starting with my left and going on to everyone else.
Hi, I'm Summer and I'm playing Cleo, and I am a druid tiefling.
Nice.
Hello, I'm Paul, and I'm playing the High Elf Azuman. As always, the smartest in the room, but not necessarily the wisest.
At least you didn't throw a fireball on an airship.
True.
We did really smart stuff, which we'll get into in the recap in a minute. It was pretty incredible. Go check out the last episode if you haven't. It's available on YouTube right now, and also subscribe while you're there.
Hell yeah. I'm Santi. I'm playing Lord Biswa. I'm the barbarian druid, and look basically like me, just not chubby.
Hello, I'm Alex, and I am playing Drumar, the Monitor Fighter Samurai, because fight me.
And I'm Sam, and I'm your DM. Usually when, people do D&D, they have a DM who knows quite a bit and players who know quite a little bit, and we decided to flip that around. And I know, enough to get by on a good day, and everybody else knows quite a bit. Unless, again, you watched the last episode, the last episode where Summer thought her mace was pepper spray.
I'm still doing this, okay?
Honestly, it took me a while to catch on to the fact that that's what
So
you thought
funny.
it was.
Oh man, that was so funny. Do I just spray it? Oh, you guys gotta go see the last episode if you haven't. That was
Don't
so
ever
funny.
change Summer.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of last episode, everybody had woken up from their slumber, their good night's rest on the SS Grand Line, and while the captain took the helm in the morning, everybody kind of did their morning routine, hung out. Drumar polished his armor down below decks. That's not a euphemism. That's literally polished his armor. Well, okay, never mind. I can't speak for him.
It was a good save.
All we know is he had a shiny helmet when by the time that the bad guys came downstairs. Anyway, they
They interrupted. Happy time.
Oh no.
They Captain Azuman had ordered, or they found a missing lifeboat from the ship, and Captain Azuman had ordered for the SS Grand Line to come in casually and everybody just party up and act like they were being good old-fashioned party boat people as they were coming into a patrolled island of Drachir. There's airships patrolling the island, and they ended up running into one of them who hailed them, called them up on their ship, asked them what they were planning on doing around. One of the crewmen said that they were just partying, and but little did our heroes know that this captain of the opposing ship had some background information that they didn't know that he had. When he decided to board their ship for an inspection, he brought along good old Captain Polly, who had tried to, run away and tried to curry some favor with some Dragonborn, and when the Dragonborn, Drachir's men, the Drachirian army came onto the ship. It was Captain Smegma. They came along the SS. Captain Smegma.
He's a raging red dragonborn.
He was a raging red dragonborn. He was an angry little man, or big man actually. But they're about 6 feet tall, all clad in armor. So there are 4 dragonborn in total: bronze, silver, blue, and a red. Along with 4 foot. I don't think I ever actually said it, but he's Captain Polly's actually like 4'8". He's a very small, parrot-looking Eric Cockrell.
He was taller than he.
Victory, little victories.
And so they came along. They came on board, and everybody tried to play cool, and except for Cleo, of course, who could did not play it cool at all and was insulting the captain every moment she got. And this isn't like a ship kind of captain. He's like a army rank captain. So he
Classic Cleo.
Yeah, the military rank captain. So she was bad mouthing an actual captain, an actual decorated captain.
Mm-hmm.
You may be captain, but I'm Major Sass.
Major pain in the ass. So Cleo, with enough backtalk from Cleo, he decided, and when he saw Sliver, the person that Captain Polly said he had prisoner, his prisoner down in the brig, but it was just a box down in the storage unit, because it's a party boat. He doesn't really have a brig. So he
that's a different type of party.
So he they saw the Sliver, and he's wanted on Drachir. They wanted for quote unquote being a terrible person and doing bad things and whatnot. And as Cleo pointed out, not very specific evil deeds. They, with that combination of being bad talked and insulted and things like that, and seeing a wanted man on board with no plausible explanation why he's freely walking around a party boat, they decided to attack first, ask questions later. The Dragonborn, not our party members, the Dragonborn decided to form up. Everybody rolled initiative, and our party got pretty lucky, came out pretty good in that initiative rolls, and beat the ever-loving crap out of the Dragonborn. Cleo pulled out a Mace of Terror.
Do not spray it.
Spray.
Do not spray.
Flay it, don't spray it.
Did we actually manage to kill some of them before they got the chance to attack?
I think you killed. I think the bronze Dragonborn didn't have a chance to attack anybody, and he got killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we did. We literally before they even had a chance to do any damage.
Yeah, the bronze dragon.
Oh, shit. Does that make us the bad guys?
For that moment, I did actually feel kind of. I felt kind of bad, especially when I went rage.
I think it was Captain Smegma. Actually, he was trying to attack, and he didn't get an attack off. The bronze dragonborn got a javelin onto. Got a
nicked me in the shoulder.
Nicked him in the shoulder. It was like a decent gash. I mean, it was like. So I didn't want to impale him for 7 points of damage. That seemed kind of unfair. Just have a full impalement in his arm or something.
I would argue that when you compare the 7 damage to my 42 health, my 42 health, it was kind of like that's enough to make me mad.
Yeah.
So that's when I felt bad though. When I went full rage mode and I had advantage on my rolls. That's when I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
This isn't fair.
Everybody had advantage. We got an incredible moment where twice in it wasn't that one, right? Twice in
Twice in that
yeah,
game.
twice in that game we had 2 nat 1s and nat 20s on advantage rolls at one time. That was pretty incredible. So yeah, again, go back and see that episode. There was a lot of incredible stuff happening. The Dragonborn, one of the Dragonborn got a ice breath moment on, but he didn't do much damage. Cleo smacked Smegma and his little Smegma with his mace. And then Captain Azumin deep fried Smegma and the other captive Dragonborn with a lightning bolt. It was pretty incredible.
2 for 1. Now the ship smells like fried gator.
Yeah.
That's not coming out.
Full metal plate armor does not go, and lightning do not mesh well.
Or maybe they do.
Depending on the perspective.
As opposed to the caster and the wearer.
Exactly. But yeah, and so they defeated the 4 Dragonborn, decided to take the Dragonborn's ship, the SSD Cheese, and they now have captainage of that. And Captain Azumin took the Dragonborn captain's sash that has his badge with his rank on it, and it's a red, yellow, and red, and that pattern, red, yellow, red sash, and it's got his captain rank on it. So now you have a Drachirian army rank of captain at the moment.
And 2 hats.
And 2 hats. And 2 hats, bro.
I'm hoping there will be 3 by the end of this. We'll see.
For sure. But yeah, so they've taken captainage of the ship. 5 of the party boat, SS Grand Line crewmen accompanied them. And so now they got a small crew on this neat little, military grade airship. Coming into the current episode, I'll go ahead and describe the airship since we were talking about it. The SSD Cheese is a wooden ship, wooden hull and everything, but it has, the good old some ropes and the big old balloon for the airship, is wrapped around them, and it's flying. It's got cannons down, so it's got cannons along the side, on either side. It's got 5 cannons on each side, and on top decks you've got two harpoons on either side, so 4 harpoons total. Five cannons down on each side below. The cannons, right now they're hidden behind plate, wooden kind of planks, and then when you're ready to fire them, the crewmen will get it ready, and they'll automatically come up and stuff. But at the moment, the cannons aren't just exposed at the moment.
Can I ask a quick question? How similar does it appear to
The Grand Line?
Yeah.
It's bigger. It's a little bit bigger, to accompany and the cannons and everything. So you can tell it's got more. It's longer, like deeper. It's deeper, a little bit like longer and everything. So it's got more width and length and everything. Most airships look roughly alike. They're all pretty much the standard kind of like.
So at a distance, would you say that it looks visually similar?
Yeah.
Okay. I can work with this.
At a distance.
They also have.
I'm gonna do an old pirate trick.
Yeah, and it also has the dome, the glass dome. Just instead of like an observation, deck for like the Grand Line had, where it had chairs and stuff. It's more, battle ready. It's more military grade. So there's panels that you can like open up for the windows. The harpoons are behind the windows, kind of like facing up in a set position. And then, the crew will get, or whoever wants to get the harpoons ready, there's, glass, the glass kind of, glass kind of things kind of come up, and then the harpoons kind of come down and get ready and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
Thank
you.
So, yeah. Very welcome. And so yeah, it has SSD cheese along the side there, and golden lettering there, and painted in golden lettering. You guys are now the captain and crew of the SSD cheese. What would you like to do? I'm gonna keep saying it till it changes because it's fun.
So, I have an idea. Can make it look visually very similar to the SS Grand Line by using, sheets, cloth draped over the sides to hide the cannons. We could easily rig something up with that.
And the cannons are already hidden behind they aren't showing at the moment. They're behind blanks and.
So those planks don't look like hatches.
They look like hatches.
Okay.
So you can if you get a close enough view, look through a telescope or whatever, you can see the outline where they'll pop up.
That is my worry. But hey, it's just an idea, and I'd like to get everyone's input on that. Have that rigging out and then retract it at the same time that we, raise the flag.
And right now it is flying the Drachirian.
Take them by surprise, guys.
Those are warships we're dealing with. I feel like they would sooner let us through if we were still flying their colors and looked like them.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea.
When they hailed us, they had some sort of visual communication. Right?
It was telephone.
It was all
more,
phone?
Yeah, it was more audio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A clairvoyance orb? No, for real. Because you can either do something that is visual or auditory.
Well,
one or the other.
You don't want to make something like that so mundane that every ship has it.
Right.
Yeah.
At least depending on what kind of world you're building, anyway. Okay. Well, I was more just making sure that I didn't have to use one of the heads as a puppet to oh, we were just passing through. Sorry, that might be the lead, but what do you want?
I feel like that unlocks.
My name's Woody. Howdy.
Yes. I was like, why does that seem so familiar? There's a lot to memory in me for a moment. I forgot that was embedded deep in there, man. Thank you, sir. Howdy.
You tapped into a core memory.
Yeah. Pixar for the win.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So yeah, we'll keep it uncamouflaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that would be the better idea.
Just be as conspicuous as possible, basically.
Now, what do we do with our Eric Cochran problem?
Well, I'm definitely going to want to know how many people he talked to.
Same.
Because he ratted us out to at least this crew, and it ruined my brilliant plan of just being let's just be tourists. Maybe they'll let us. No, I actually didn't think they'd let us through, but I didn't think they'd come in with their guard up. And that definitely. I mean, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Well, what was his plan, and how far-reaching is it?
Yeah.
I would love to know that too.
I'm definitely gonna have to have a word with him. To be real.
I agree. I suggest finding ways of pulling the information out of him.
I'll pull something out of him.
Right? Before we even attempt interrogation. Now, hear me out. What if we were to put him in the brig, either with or next to somebody who is supposedly a fellow inmate, but is actually an informant?
Okay. Who would we put in there?
I think I'm the only person who has disguised self. That's the only bummer. I think otherwise, as an Eric Cochran, he might be able to figure it out just by sound. I don't know if that's a thing, but
All right.
you know.
You're not the only one who can disguise himself.
Look, I have a hat too.
Aren't you bugging me? I mean, that's one idea, or we can just like get straight into the interrogation. But I would love to have some information that we can use against him to let him know that, well, he's kind of fucked.
Well, Sparkle Fingers, I like your idea. If you have magic that can disguise yourself as someone else, I can go grab the chicken and throw him in a cell with you.
I like this plan.
So, should it be that I'm in the cell next to him, so I don't even have to worry about that, or
We're in the same cell.
all right?
Next to him.
Well, let me check something first. Oh, duration is 1 hour.
So if we were to let you in,
Dude.
you could escape.
We put him in a separate cell when you're getting close to an hour and it's about to go away. At that point, we'd come in and escort you out and like make a show of it. Say, all right, it's time to execute you.
Okay.
Just tell us. I'll never tell you what you want to know. And it's like, then you're going for a fucking swing.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Sam's over here like, how the fuck do I DM this? I didn't even think they were gonna take the goddamn ship.
So you be yelling at Sparkle Fingers. So make a show of it. So I'm gonna go grab the chicken.
All right.
Cool.
Go grab the chicken.
All right, so let's see. Components. Really? Verbal and somatic. Okay. Nice. I don't really need anything else.
What are you gonna disguise yourself as?
That's a good question. What would be a likely prisoner? Well, we've got a rat person. That, you know.
Yeah, but we already set one free. Why would we keep another one caged?
Well, what did Sliver mention about his compatriots?
His turtles. You want to disguise as one of the turtle people?
It was a thought, but
Again, I
it
feel
could
like
just be someone who's totally random.
yeah, I feel like we would have set them free. Do another.
Wait a second.
Do one of the dragonborns that we just beat. Like,
Did he see us kill them all?
well,
That's a very good
not
question.
necessarily, because depends on where he was. Because the first,
wasn't he up in the observation deck?
He was cowering under a bench.
yeah,
He was trying to flee, and what I remember is Sliver was like stepping on his tail feathers to keep him from, you know.
and then
scurrying off.
and so was he on our on the SS Grand, our ship, or yeah? So then he wouldn't have been there when we pursued onto the
Lower decks.
lower decks.
Yeah. Okay. So that would have been either the blue,
Bronze.
The blue or silver.
blue or silver.
Yeah,
Okay.
the blue and silver one went down. So yeah, disguise yourself as one of those, and we'll just. I mean, as long as he doesn't see the body.
Right.
We're on a different ship now, so the body's not even on this ship, right? Right?
Right.
Right.
I think I have my alibi too.
Yeah. So like, I don't. We just pretend like you survived.
Yes, and I'm being executed because I wouldn't tell him anything, and dereliction of duty because I fled. No, wait, that would be under the military. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I'm just like you're just getting executed because like we just want information
Just
out
fuck
of you.
off.
Yeah, like I'll
we
just,
don't
I'll
like
just
you.
come in. I'll just come in, grab you by the neck, and be like, "That's it. You're gonna talk."
We'll keep it simple.
Our
Yeah.
heroes. No I'm kidding.
Do I get to heal up?
You two have this settled.
Before that, do I get to heal up? Before that, because I mean, you can crush necks really fucking well. I imagine. I only have 18 hit points when I'm at max. So.
I'll make sure it's the subtle damage. Okay.
All right.
Subtly crush your neck.
My safe word is
So-
pineapple. Okay.
All right. I've got an idea what to say.
Cool. I'll be a blue dragon
Nice.
in full military regalia.
Nice. Cool beans, man. So yeah, you disguise yourself.
But one that appears to be beat up.
Okay.
for
And
sure.
I'll heal you. I'll use healing word on you.
Well, thank you.
Nice.
If anyone's wondering how I have that, I took magic initiate, and that's something I took because healing word is busted.
Good to know.
7.
Nice.
Oh wow, yeah, that's plenty.
All right, cool.
I can't overheal, so I'm at full health. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go grab the chicken.
You go ahead and do that. You bring him
Just don't
down.
choke
He's- Yeah. How do you carry him downstairs, or how do you carry him down to the brig?
I'm just gonna go up to him and say, "All right." You can grab him by the back of the neck and pick him up. You're coming with me.
You like take him down. Yeah, you take him down to the brig. There's three decks. There's the top deck. There's the actually there's four total technically because the top deck. But you got 3 down below. You got the crew's quarters. You got the gunnery area where the cannons and everything are, and then like all the ammo, extra harpoons, everything like that, extra cannonballs, and then you got the brig down on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him to the bottom.
Yeah, bottom. So yeah, you do that.
So, I come in, I just freaking like burst open the door to see Lord Biswa and Sparkle Fingers,
Blue dragon.
Blue dragon.
Blue Dragonborn.
I've already got him in the cage, and I'm just like basically just grilling him, and I'm like, since you refuse to talk, I guess I'm just gonna have to search the ship, but I'll be back. And then I'm gonna turn to the chicken, and I'll be like, and I'll be back for you. And then I storm out pissed.
I still have him by like the back of the head. And I just open up the grate. If we don't get anything useful out of you, I'm eating you for dinner.
Like while that's going on, I'm going to spit in Lord Biswa's direction and say, "Empty threats for an empty, soulless human."
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Hell yeah. We're selling this shit.
As I come up and I start rattle his cage, like
Me mug you.
slam the door as I leave. Pull up a stool beside it and just.
Nice. Yeah, the Captain Paul, or now Polly, I guess, not Captain. Polly comes up. He's like just kind of like walking over, limping a little bit from that being thrown in there in the cell, and he kind of like puts his arms through the like it's multi, like it's not like just like one straight lines of bars, but it's just like kind of like a grid in there, kind of like. And so he kind of puts his arms through and just kind of goes, "Roar. So there's a survivor, or sorry, all these voices in my head.
Voices in my head.
Yeah, no, I'm like, oh God, no. Oh, that's so funny. Great minds think alike, man. But he goes, "Yar, there be a survivor from that bloody onslaught."
Aye. Although as I see it, there is one survivor and one coward. Because I fought.
Yarr. Look here, all right. That elf, that tiny little elf. And I'm sorry for your captain, but dear God, did you see what he did? Oh wait, no, because I think I saw you run.
I admit I was under the influence of a spell, but once that wore off, I did everything I could within my power.
Yarr.
But it did not work.
Well, like I said, I'd be sorry for your captain, for your loss of your mates and your captain and everything of that sort, and the loss of your ship. I know the feeling. I lost my ship to these scoundrels and scallywags.
Aye, Polly. It seems
They'd be crazier pirates than even I.
possibly.
It's fucking Disney. Sorry.
He got too immersed and he decided to go for real and hit him in the butt.
That's stolen valor, motherfucker.
He's paying for it.
So, do you think they're gonna... You think they're actually gonna kill us?
Well, I've seen the human. The tall one. And the Minotaur.
Oh, I know their blades all too well. They are scary, scary men. And that elf, he is not one to be trifled with. He's scarier than he looks.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. My crew tried to take him out as well. Did not go well for me. I fought him hand one-on-one.
Just all these singed feathers. Still smells like a barbecue.
He hasn't changed his outfit yet, and so his outfit still like got singes and like burns from the magic.
Then why do they call you Polly? When you're a crow. Isn't he technically like a parrot?
Yeah, but
it's like a macaw.
he got blackened.
Oh. Now he's eating crow.
Blackened chicken,
Right?
burnt. Anyway, Cajun chicken.
Well,
anyway.
I suppose my initial view of you was a tad hasty. If you fought them off, well, and they won, then I suppose it does not bode well for us. So I suppose we do what we can.
Yarr.
In the meantime, to make amends and atone for our sins before we're executed.
Yarr. What be your confessions? I suppose if this be where we're...
You know, a small part of me wanted to stay and fight, but I felt overwhelmed when that pygmy tiefling pulled out her mace.
Yarr. Did you notice she tried to spray it at first? She went like this.
I was panicked, but she
The
did.
magic. She stood there like this and tapped the top like something was supposed to come out of it. And then she whacked people with it. It was terrifying to watch.
I can imagine.
Yarr. I don't blame you for being under that spell. that was a spooky one. Yar.
Hey. What are your confessions?
Yar. Years ago, your captain came up to me and told me to steer people clear of Drachir. Did not mean that to write as much as it did, but yar, I feel a song in my heart.
I could go for a sea shanty. To soothe the soul.
Oh, stay clear, Drachir. But he told me to keep people clear, and I did for a long time. And I feel awful that I gave so many people over to the goblins down on Eastwed, and given so many people down to them to take into their brawl city, and when your captain came up and ordered me to do it, at first it was with a warning to do it or die. And after a while, after a few years, I wanted to join your ranks for quite some time. I felt I was doing a service, but I noticed that pretty much all of the soldiers that I've ever seen are Dragonborn, So I thought, fat chance of that, but maybe if I work hard enough and make your captain happy, maybe he can put me in somewhere on the ship, or I can do something, but maybe, if I got lucky enough, captain my own ship for the army, but I kind of feel bad now putting so many people in a fight like a fighting den, and making people fight to possibly their deaths. And
But
it's a lot of people.
to me, our Lord and Savior, Drachir, commands it.
Yar.
It must be so.
Yar, it do be so. He, but, I never got that ship, and I feel like maybe Captain Smegma was giving empty promises.
I'll admit, the captain was no saint. But I admire your ambitions.
Alright, thank you.
I just wanted to make my way up the ranks. Not necessarily on my ship, but make my way up the ranks so that I could go back to my betrothed, my beloved.
Yar. That warms my sea salty heart.
I think you should get any warmer.
Do you have someone in your life, Polly?
Just the open air. Just that great big blue sky. She be my mistress. And he kind of like looks out, like there's a small little like porthole over to the kind of the side just to get some like air, so nobody suffocates. And he just kind of looks out and sees the clouds kind of going, and he's like, my ship, the crew, I feel awful that I felt that they were so expendable. I didn't quite care. I would have given them up to Drachir and Captain Smegma as well if he had asked and given me an army or a crew of my own and a Drachirian ship to fly to fly and flags to put on her. And, I would have sold everything to get that, and I feel awful for that. But did a lot of bad things. Guess it doesn't matter now.
I guess not. But to be free and not under the thumb of military rule.
Yar. And I don't know how bad that Sliver guy is, really. He went down to the hold every now and again and had a conversation with him.
That rat bastard.
I mean, never mind. He's awful. He's got his legs back a little bit. Like he was like out here now. He's just like.
I'm feeling
If you're
understandably upset, so
I
I
mean,
apologize
I'm
for my
sorry.
outburst. I haven't actually known him that well.
I know that he has a reputation out on Drachir to of attacking strongholds and attacking villages, not necessarily villages, but like just like different strongholds and different like military encampments, things like that. Like I know he'd be attacking those a lot and with his rebels and stuff, and but if you actually sit down and talk with him, he's a pretty wise old man. Yar.
Aye?
Yar.
Oh, blow me down.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep my composure.
Shiver my
but-
timbers.
Hold on, Seth.
No, straight up, Polly just goes, yes, Taylor.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Yar, I've never felt the touch of another. Hold me before we die.
Going there.
Did you really think we put you in separate cells?
If you want a real confession.
Whoa.
That's so funny.
Well, that's what it takes for the good of the crew.
Yar, I wish to feel the depths of understanding.
I wish one person could understand me like the sky.
They both have
understands
cloacas,
me.
don't they? my God.
Yeah.
That work.
Yeah. Ooh, scissor me timbers. That's how it would work.
Why don't we just do lesbians? Use There's
got two
resources,
Lesbian,
man.
homosexual.
They
either
got
way.
two worm-like wieners that come out, and then just like sword play.
Start slithering around each other. Slithering. Ew.
Demonetized.
First, we gotta get monetized. Get to subscribing, folks.
Even the algorithm got messed up.
Yeah. Algorithm's like, nah.
Like, thanks, but no.
Well, I'll look out the porthole too, and respond with. So,
After all these innuendos, I got the portal. That was another one. I'm like,
maybe
oh.
I have a one-track mind, or
Sorry.
maybe I'm trying to not get derailed.
Yes.
But yeah, look out the porthole and say, "So wait, Sliver did all that on his own, attacking our military strongholds and bases."
Yar, him and his most dedicated followers. The four Tortleton or Tortles.
So the rumors are true.
Yar, I didn't think they were until they tried to I didn't think they were. I didn't think the rumors were true until they tried to ferry us.
True, it's true.
One of our resupplying missions. We were resupplying the boat, and they tried to ferry us and get us to take them, off the island over to Eastwood, and so over to Eatnas, and we told them, yeah, sure, get on, and that's when we took the Twirls to, we put them to sleep, took the rat aboard our ship because we figured the goblins wouldn't want them in the brawl club, and we took the Twirls over to Eastwood and gave them over to the goblins, and hopefully your grand poobah is happy with that.
Grand poobah.
I can't say for certain, but I imagine he would be.
We got
To
his
see an end to the conflicts.
yar. And hopefully increase the Drachirian kind of spread across the island there.
It is as Drakir wills it.
Arr. Still kind of a nice guy though.
And the leader of the middle-aged mutant monk turtles.
Monk turtles.
Yeah. That way we avoid copyright.
Middle-aged monk turtles.
Turtles?
I like turtles. It's corn. Anyway.
It's cool.
That's a lot of cord! You're not too right on. I could resist, I'm sorry.
But yeah, so yeah, he goes. Yeah, they took them. We took them to the brawl club, and we took the rat rat man. Yeah,
Outside of game, didn't you just say that he put the turtles to sleep and took them to Eastwood
yeah,
and told them to the cop? Oh, so they're in. Okay, never mind.
yeah. Yeah, he knocked them out and
Brought them to.
yeah.
So the middle-aged mutant monk turtles, twiddles, are in eating us.
On Eastwood.
On
They were
Eastwood.
trying to get to eating us.
Oh, okay. So they're
They
right
want-
now
they
they're
thought,
at the
they thought that the
Brawl
grand,
Club.
yeah, they thought that the Grand Line was going to be a safe way to get off, and they were horribly, unfortunately wrong.
They fell for the same shit we did. Damn.
Just some innocent looking pirate actors.
And all it took were some Patry discs with tomato sauce and several different toppings.
God damn it. That's so funny.
All the toppings.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just doing my duty.
I think I saw somewhere where someone actually made some of the.
Oh yeah, like the peanut butter pickles, like pizzas and
Oh,
stuff.
jeez.
And actually tried them.
Yeah.
Nice.
I heard that the peanut butter pickles actually really good,
Yeah, that's
which is weird.
Getting
Totally.
distracted.
Big, I mean, no
that-
offense to anybody who
Can't
just
physically
personally
do
not a
that.
big fan. Yeah,
That would be something that I would probably try. Like you bring it to me, and I'm already pretty I was like, here, try this peanut butter pickle pizza. Whatever, man. I'm hungry.
So yeah, he tells you that they've taken him to the Brawl Club.
Cool.
And they put the old man down in the storage hold because he figured they wouldn't want anything for him because he's an old man. Despite the rumors, he goes. Despite the rumors, I assumed the damage. Most of the damage was done by his turtle friends. Because I don't know if you've ever seen them, but boy, are they big.
I have not.
Tall, big dudes. Very scary. Big colorful bandanas around their faces. on their mouths there.
How strange.
Yar.
Wow. Makes sense.
They color coordinate their COVID masks.
Oh my lord.
Stay safe.
Get vaccinated.
We all be vaccinated.
Well, they must have been pretty sizable to do that much damage. Or perhaps well trained. But I believe you.
Yar. Was that you?
He was like, no. I was like,
No.
picked that up. That's so weird.
Sorry, wrong channel. That is
Because you like lifted your head and it was like.
I was like, yo, you gonna go see a chiropractor? No, I got it.
Oh, that was awesome. Anyway, okay. Oh, you know what? Shit. We don't have any like telepathy or anything, so there's no way for me to know when you want me to come in. Poop.
Well,
Secret knock.
we did say like an hour.
Pineapple.
No.
Start yelling, pineapple!
Pineapple.
Can we say that I explained to Lord Biswell that it has to be like less than an hour after I agreed the spell?
Yeah.
Or just under.
Well, yeah. So okay.
And last thing that the pirate or that Polly says to you or to the guy is he goes, man. He goes that elf. He's very, very lucky and very strong. He, I'm sorry again for your captain, but he, and taking that sash and his badge, he's like, I'm sorry that he also, in turn, while taking that, took the animated shield, and attuned to that badge. 'Tis be a shame to lose that to an elf.
Indeed.
I'm over here dealing with the fact that I'm not in the same room, so I don't know that, but like I know that. And it's like, shit.
Who's to say that you
It's
couldn't
called
be
role playing.
right out of sight but within earshot?
That's true. That's true. I could be on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I mean, homeboy's on the other side of the door. So
You're just like ear to the door, staring at each other. Like,
I mean, you can have an ear to the door. I can't because I have,
Fucking horns.
oh, he puts a horn to the shield or to the door and feels the vibration.
he's got bigger ears than me, so you can probably just hear it. You can probably just hear it already.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay.
And at a game, the animated shields, just so you know, you say the command word, it's in the badge. Basically, you say a command word and a shield will pop up to protect just you. And it just does +2 to your AC. So whenever anybody tries to hit you, instead of the 11 or something.
So I get to go with shields up.
Yes.
Captain Smegma might have been able to use that.
Yeah.
If I had a fucking thunderwave.
Yeah, dude.
Thunderclapped him and then, oh man, that was so
Fried
cool.
him?
Fried him.
Yeah, I fried him.
Fry.
How much damage?
Oh boy.
Fry the guy. Anyway. So yeah. And so yeah, that's what he tells you. The last thing he tells you.
Alright. So I'm gonna turn to Jamar and be like, okay, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna grab Sparkle Fingers. I'm gonna like make a show of it. Like I'm gonna
Sorry,
like
and the shield lasts an hour or 1 minute. Sorry, 1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute.
I'm gonna make it sound like we're gonna execute his ass. And then if you just hang around, maybe start asking some questions, or I can come back. Either way. Whatever you think is gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. I think we've got a fair bit to go on. Still don't know what Polly would like to have as his final meal, though.
Give me a
We
final
might be able
meal.
to scare the ever-loving shit out of him if we offer that just, like, nonchalantly.
He's like, I really just want some birdseed. And then all of a sudden we show up with a bag of birdseed.
Premium.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to do? Like, or are you coming back for him, or?
I mean, it
Or
sounds
did you
like you
want
guys are
to
pretty
Get
much
all your
done, right?
information.
Pretty much.
I think so.
Unless
I mean,
you have any more
let's
questions.
say that, you know,
If you had any specific questions you wanted to ask.
like just general talking after that, both trying to settle in, and so about, I don't know, 40-ish minutes pass by, and Lord Biswag comes back in.
Cool.
40 minutes later.
40 minutes later. Anyway, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna walk in there, pull open the.
Sorry, I had to do the bubbles real quick. I was just trying not to interrupt, but my laugh.
Oh, we gotta get the sound of the seagulls too.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna storm in there, pull open the Asmon's cage, and like grab him up and just be like, oh, actually, fuck. While they're talking, what?
Do you guys want to do anything while they're talking, or?
You posted up. Yeah. What if Cleo and I search the ship, like especially captain's quarters and shit. Yeah.
All right, roll me an investigation check. Both of you.
20.
Yeah, D20, and then you add your
Now that's
intelligence.
using your noggin.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Catastrophic
5.
failure. 1.
Oh no.
So I got 3.
Where's the captain's?
But
6.
not 1.
A 6 total. Damn.
I successfully investigate my own asshole.
Right? I looked at something. Oh, shiny.
Yeah.
With your thumb.
Yeah.
No map, no mirror.
Yeah. You think you're really onto something, but you've been pulling out toilet paper for the last 20 minutes, and you're almost a roll.
This data readout will pay off eventually.
You thought you found the captain's quarters, but it's just the bathroom.
This is so
Damn it.
interesting.
You're just like, I just gotta get there eventually, guys. On a 6, where were you investigating exactly, Summer?
We were both investigating the captain.
Oh, you both wanted to do the captain's quarters? Okay, on a 6.
What's a big ship?
Yeah, on
How
a
many
6,
idiots
I'm
to
gonna
take
say
to
that
the
you
captain's
went ahead and you found a letter. Sorry, my brain. You found a letter addressed to Captain Smegma.
Oh no.
And it says, Captain Smegma, for your failure in eliminating the zombies, you are being reassigned to the SSD Cheese. Therefore, hopefully, you can be useful in stopping any airships from entering our airspace. However, if anyone gets through, I'll make sure your execution is slow and public.
Ooh.
Signed, Grand Poobah Drachirian.
I like this guy.
They aren't in control of the zombies.
They aren't, no. But I don't know that.
Whoa. Yeah.
And you also find a ledger of airship missions, so that way Captain Smegma knows who's coming in and out of their airspace. And you see it says mission to Zella for resupply, mission to Itnas for diplomatic mission to Itnas, mission to Ramos for extraction, and then and that's it. Sorry, did you need?
Oh no, I was just wondering, is anyone getting this?
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
Santi's been writing.
I'm
something.
working on it.
Okay. Do you need me to repeat it?
Yeah, actually, go ahead and just repeat it because I was also getting the zombies aren't related.
Oh,
to...
for sure. Yeah, just mission to Zella for resupply.
Yeah.
Mission to Ramos for extraction, and then mission to Itnas, diplomatic mission to Itnas. The mission to Zella, it's dated for mission for Zella is dated for yesterday. The diplomatic mission is dated for later on today, and the
Zella. Oh, that's my bread and butter they're messing with. So close to dropping F on you.
And then, the mission to Itnos is scheduled for later today, and the mission to Ramos was scheduled for a few days ago.
I have an idea.
First, we gotta get you out of the cage.
Yeah. And tell you all of this.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay. So having
That's
found
what you
that,
guys found.
cool. Having she finding it and me being like, oh look, you found stuff.
He's in the bathroom, the captain's quarters bathroom, just going like, he's like, there's gonna be something on this toilet.
I'm gonna-
He's like, I write important things down when I'm in the bathroom.
I'm gonna hit the side of the paper to be like, look. Like, I can't reach his head, but like anywhere I can reach.
Just rolls it up, and he's already on the
Throws
toilet.
it.
All right. So then I'm gonna walk my embarrassed ass. No, I'm just, down to the brig
That's where
and
the only one who knows.
yeah.
Unless Cleo's got a big mouth.
No.
So that's when I'm gonna
Just
tell
don't
him my
cross
plan.
me.
Like I'm gonna go ahead and
Now
grab
I got
him.
blackmail.
Then you maybe talk to him for a minute. Then
Holy
Sparkle
shit.
Fingers and I'll be back once he's taken Norm's form. So I go in there and I scoop up the blue dragon, Asmon, and I'm like, it's like, all right, it's your turn to talk or die, and I drag him out.
I choose death at the hands of a puny human.
Be strong. Sorry, I'm doing I'm into everybody's voices. He goes, Yar, be strong, Grothnar. As he pulled out.
We now know your name.
No, that's
No one asked anybody's name.
Not
by
the name
way.
drop.
Every one of those Dragonborn had a name. They didn't bother to ask. They just got Captain Smegma's name because he said that he had to address himself, and then everybody else just kind of got on board and they just attacked his
We just started cutting heads off.
his name
Weird.
was Grothnar. And if anybody cares, the silver one was named Omesh. And the bronze one was named Greth, so you're welcome. Smegma was the only one with a gross name. I
Is
decided
that
to make
with
him
2 R's or
captain.
3?
Grothnar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
As they leave, I'm just gonna close the door behind him with my stool, sit down.
You've been sleeping this whole fucking time.
He's just been chilling.
I've just been chilling. I'm just gonna stare. I'm just gonna stare at Polly. He's like, hope your friend knows how to swim.
Yar.
It's a long drop, too.
I know. I was gonna say, Yar. That's a long way down. You just hear that from in the brig because he overheard that. And he just goes, Yar. That'd be a long way down because y'all are like flying over the ocean.
Oh, I sent you something by the way.
Yeah. Huh? Oh yeah.
Believe I can fly.
That's so funny. I like that. That's a dope airship.
Oh.
But yeah.
Once we're at the room, I think my performance was convincing enough.
Good. What'd you learn?
And I'll tell him everything I know.
Nice.
Yeah. And tell them everything that we know.
I'll be like, oh wow.
So enthusiastic.
And the Academy
Just make
Award
me
goes
look at
to.
Wow.
We now present the Oscar for best direction.
Oh, wow. Wowzers, Penny.
Wow.
Trying to do. It didn't work out. Wow.
Or what about let's go old? Let's go 90s. Joey. Whoa.
How about Christopher Walken? Wowie, wow, wow, wow.
And now for the next half hour, we're just gonna do impressions.
Hoo-wah.
So yeah, I'll mention
so
that
funny.
Sliver's pupils, I guess, were attacking military strongholds and the like.
Yeah. Rebels against the cause.
Right, the turtles, four turtles were put to sleep and taken to Eastwood, sold to the goblins to partake in Brawl Club.
I was gonna say, I love the fact that the turtle race is literally called a turtle.
I know. I know. That's a lot of. That's a lot. And like the there's a rabbit race. The rabbit race. The Harringtons or whatever. Harringtons. Like that's
Aren't it the herons?
Yeah. It's like good originality there, guys. Anyway,
Right?
no offense to like Wizards of the Coast, but damn.
Tell him of Polly's ambition that like he basically
Fanboy.
well, yeah, he fanboyed. You could say that. He also kind of like neglected any romantic attachments just so that he could hopefully rise up in the ranks of the Dragonborn army and command his ship one day, his own ship. Hence why he was taking orders as the captain, or taking orders from them as the captain of the SS Grand Line.
Who was foolish?
Hey, every little tidbit could be useful.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying Polly, that fool. Foolish fool who was foolish.
Alright.
No, just keep it.
I'm not.
I don't care. I mean, if you're thirsty later.
Okay.
Just look for when you're thirsty.
Okay, so yeah, should we do a little intimidation, little interrogation here, see if we can get anything else, or continue on with our day? Personally, I still want to tear his ass up.
He's already been through so much, man.
Yeah, he has. This would be the right time.
Can we just finish him off then? Because I just feel so bad at this
That's
point.
the evil. Oh, you're trying to put someone out of misery. Yeah, I say you go for it. I'm going to take a few minutes to, like dispel
Right.
the illusion and prepare my notes.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna grab him, bring him up top deck, start pulling out his flag feathers.
This is in full view of his former crew.
As captain, I'd like to suggest at least threatening to before you do that,
Fine.
At least threatening.
right? So that he has that kind of psychological fear instilled in him before the physical pain.
Oh, you know what? He's obviously scared of you with how much he talked about it. So I'm just letting him know that you're gonna talk to him.
No. Everything but
Not wanting to step on your toes, but just trying to keep anyone from having their alignments adjusted.
It's fine. Whatever. That's why I make sure I'm in there neutral and I don't fully want to kill. A lot of talk.
Right.
You don't know what my character's
No.
ambitions is. You never asked.
You never asked me how I feel.
No one ever asked the Minotaur how he feels. Just go cut this, slash that, go kill this. But no one ever says, "Do I want to kill?" No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Oh, I don't know. Would you like in on this? It sounds like Lord Biswa's going to pluck some of his flight feathers, which if it just keeps to that, I suppose
Well,
it's
I
not
mean,
terrible.
I was very much on
Grounded
board with
bird.
that. Pluck his flight feathers and let let the sea sort him out.
See, this is why we get along. We balance each other. Like once we get to the part where I'm like, all right, I can't really go through with this, I hand it off.
Meant to be.
Our own little Icarus,
All right, yeah,
fall into the
no
void
problem.
little ocean.
So let me take a step back.
Damn. I mean, it is kind
You
of
do what you wanted to do.
I didn't think about it till just now, but
I haven't joined in on the interrogation yet, so
All right.
you've got time.
Cool. All right.
our own little Icarus. I didn't even realize it. Floating before me.
Let's
His ambitions.
let's remove his flight feathers, put him in a dinghy, and then throw him off. So put him on the fast track to the end of his
I
ambitions.
didn't have an opportunity to actually explain how the lifeboats on the airship work
Yeah.
specifically. So they're essentially wooden. They're essentially little wooden. Two
Just kidding.
wooden 2 or 3 person little boats that you sit kind of one in front of the other, and then they're tied to the end of the ship, or tied on there just kept on there real nice and snug, and then you pull some stuff, and essentially the lifeboat basically just drops, and then as it falls, it actually has flaps on the side that pop out, and they're supposed to glide you down to the nearest island. So, because they fly high enough that you could probably most likely make it to an island that's somewhere, So they kind of just do a short free fall until the wings plop out, and then they just kind of glide themselves down.
It's pretty neat.
Sounds
That's a
like
better
they're
idea then.
on a wing and a prayer then.
Literally.
We let him go unmolested,
I mean,
but
you
we
can
clip the
you can
wings
drive
on
it,
the freaking
you can
lifeboat.
guide it, but
Just let them fold up. And he just plummets.
There's some-
That'd actually be funny. That's objectively funny.
Got a couple of minutes with him in that room. What do you do? Both of you.
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, I'm gonna pull some feathers.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not gonna full on kill him yet. Like I said, I want to take him up to the top deck, and that way there's eyes on him. Is there anything you want to do?
I'm a full fan of letting believe that okay, we're gonna let you go for the last time.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my axe and clip the wings. But I want to do it in a way where it's not immediately noticeable. So I'm just smashing the hinges
jeez, nice.
and then just opening up the doors this is your last chance. You will not be getting away from us again.
All right, fair enough. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna grab his dumb ass. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna grab a wing, and I'm gonna pull a couple feathers out,
God.
just to get him squawking.
Oh, he squawks.
And then I'm gonna be like, the elf wants to talk to you.
Yarr, no. Anybody but him. Not Two Hat. The dreaded Two Hat.
Oh, now he's 2 hats and a sash, boy.
Yarr, I know about the sash.
Cool. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna drag him up top and do this.
Nice, yeah. Is there you're just plucking feathers off and then tossing them in the lifeboat, or what do you?
Oh no,
exactly
we're gonna.
want
I want to take him up because I want to ask a question to a couple questions.
a
So
bit more attention, would you? Just don't look like a dead fish. Anyway, sorry.
so I want to know if shit. What was I thinking? I had a question when you guys were actually the two of you were talking.
backtrack. You pulled its feathers.
yeah,
you
you
blocked
wanna
up.
pull his
the-
feathers.
No, but
Type
like when
something
you
out.
guys were in the cages talking to each other, there's something
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. Oh, I wanted to know how many of the Drachirian boats he warned. That's it.
Oh right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna straight up like pin him to the deck and just
Yeah.
be like, how many did you tell?
Just Smegma.
Bob. Should I do an intimidation roll?
Oh yeah. I mean, with advantage. You've got.
All right.
Yeah. He's scared and hurt.
Hey, that's a 20 and a 15, but let's go with the 20.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He just spills his whole guts. He's like, I came here. I took a lifeboat while y'all were sleeping. I came and told Smegma that I had you guys and you were a tough crew, and you took my boat and that I was essentially marooned and there was a mutiny, and he said that he said that this was his chance, and I don't know if I didn't see him call anyone else. I just saw him head straight over towards the Grand Line and hail you.
Did he tell anybody? Like, did he get on radio or whatever it's called, and tell any of the other boats?
Radio?
And I'm gonna rip out another full of flight feathers.
He goes not that I saw. I think that he was trying to from what I know, he was reassigned here on an airship, because when I knew him years ago, he was a captain for the ground troops, and so I think this was a reassignment. I think he might have been trying to get back in the good graces.
Cool. Okay.
So I think he was trying to make this a lone pool, if you catch my drift. That's no.
I don't want to talk about plans in front of him, but I am gonna throw you a look and be like,
Okay. Well, at this point, I'll come over and be like, Lord Biswa, what are you doing?
making sure that we know as much as we need to know.
And he like,
I
even though you're
understand.
pulling on his tail feathers and stuff, he sees him and starts backing up towards you. In the middle of beating the crap out of him, he still feels safer towards you than he does.
I'll give him a look like,
He's like covering up the burnt holes on his uniform.
at ease. Good job.
Good.
But I'll be like, I'm not sure if you're aware, but torture only works very least of times. Those who can resist it will never tell you anything, and those who can't will tell you a lie, just so that they can, or fabrication, just so that they can make the pain stop. But I understand why you would act that way.
You fucking barbarian.
So obvious of you.
Not because you're a
So
barbarian, but because of Polly's actions.
Alright.
But, tell you what, take it from here. Drumar, would you care to accompany me to the captain's quarters?
Very well.
Just in case. I'd like to talk to Polly.
I just like reach over and just like grab Polly from you. He's like, all right.
Put one in my hair.
Me and Polly are headed in that direction. Polly is out of my line of sight, looking elsewhere. I'll give a nod. A sly nod to Lord Biswa. Be like, tell me what you learned later. I'd be all too happy to hear it. Sounds like we're making progress.
Yeah. In the meantime, like I'm bringing Polly up. He's like, as much as you've wronged us, still want to give you a chance.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Just, I want to give you the chance to make things right.
Give me a persuasion roll. See if he actually believes you, because he's terrified right now.
14.
Yeah, he enough. He's just kind of like a little still apprehensive, but he's like, thank you.
So
And
close
I'll
to
talk to
20.
Polly since I'm kind of catching up with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, you can thank me.
Thank you, Captain Hazelman.
You're welcome, former Captain Polly.
You guys get into the captain's quarters. Damn, it's a savage elf, bro. As you guys get in
I
there,
better play into that a bit, right?
As you guys get in there, he goes, "I thought you lot." He looks at Azim and he goes, "I thought you lots were agoraphobic. You never leave your Bonatania." He's like says it like a, frou-frou,
You really want to do that right now?
I'm just gonna gently guide him into where there's a seat and just.
Ow.
Would you like some tea?
Sure.
Okay. And I'll get some tea going.
Just slowly.
Some nuts? Berries?
You're nuts.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot. But that's okay.
Still just.
This whole thing's a little nuts and berries, if you catch my drift.
You want to know why I'm not so
Can I see what you
agoraphobic
wrote about the
like the
letter
rest of my
really
kind?
Sure. What be your secret?
I mean, if you believe in shame, you might call it that. But I was exiled
Arr,
for not believing in the gods.
arr.
I was struck down with a sickness and was told that the only way to make things better, the only cure, would be to pray to the gods.
Yar.
But I didn't see it that way. I don't believe in the gods like that, not enough to follow them. They can influence our lives, that's absolutely true, if we allow them to. Still haven't decided if that's a good or a bad thing. But I found a cure myself. And yeah, it took a while, at which point my body withered a bit, but honestly, I wouldn't do it any other way.
Yar. That'd be inspiring. Very noble of you to go against your people and for something you truly believe in. I
What
thought
do you-
I was doing something similar, but turns out I was just being an asshole.
Give Jomar a look. Look at Polly. Agreed.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting behind him, so.
Now the massage is getting weird.
Weird.
Now it's weird.
So you see, I don't rely on my muscles.
I see that. No offense, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it in a rude way.
Please don't light me on fire again.
But you be very strong.
Right. Mentally speaking. Sure. So,
Hold on, Summer, did you have something?
I just want to know what more of this is happening in us. I need to know where that Dippo, whatever it's called, is happening.
The diplomatic excursion, I guess. The
Yes,
diplomatic.
I need to know where that is, so I want to go ask him where is it since he's in an okay mood right now. So I'm gonna go in. It's next to him. I'm like, where is this happening and what's going on? Please.
You're asking Polly.
Doesn't he know?
Well, they're military missions, and I not technically be in the military. I thought I was working my way up, but I was just a lapdog.
So we're still basically useless.
I don't buy it. So I'm going to just look at Polly straight. I'm going to look at Polly straight in his little black beady eyes. Yeah, that doesn't sit right with me. I'm not quite sure I believe you.
I mean, if he's around them so much for years, he has to know something. So I find that kind of sus.
Roll. What do you?
Insight.
Insight. Thank you.
So
I was looking for the word, but my brain lost it.
what's the modifiers?
I think that's
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Oh shit, it would help me anyway. Oh shit.
Well.
Here, in the meantime.
Sorry. Oh my god. 11.
Okay. So
I'm
you're
just
trying
curious
to.
what that one was.
Which part exactly are you trying to determine is truthful?
If he's him saying I don't know, like trying to find.
Yeah, you definitely get the feeling. You definitely get the feeling that he knows a little bit more than what he thinks.
Right.
Yeah, than what he's saying.
Would you like to convey this to anyone in particular? Because I'm all ears.
Get it? Because he's an elf.
Oh my god.
I'm just horny all the time.
DM joke. I'm not as funny as these two.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Or perhaps I could roll an insight
Yeah, I mean.
and find that out myself.
For sure.
Okay. +2.
You still have
18
that like torn
plus 2,
apart?
20.
Oh wow, yeah.
No.
You
I work all the
definitely,
time, okay?
you see through his BS.
Okay.
While Summer felt like he was kind of knowing, he definitely.
While pouring the tea into his cup, I'm going to look him in the eye and say, yeah, considering all the facts, how long you've been with the Draconians and Captain Smegma, I don't believe you. So I'm going to offer you two choices, Polly. You either spill the beans of your own volition and remain unharmed, or I will forcefully pull it out of your head and likely fry your brain in the process.
Nice. Give me an intimidation roll with advantage for sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. He's like,
14, 11, so 15.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, he promptly you see like some like he's like shivering and shaking. You see some like bird crap just kind of like
Trickle out.
trickle down, and just
We'll tell that.
just
The two that are left. Not even next to each other.
yeah,
like-
no, they're just like buck teeth.
Clean up at the captain's quarters. Need some deck swabbers here.
He goes, arr, arr, arr. He goes, Drachir, from what I've heard, the soldiers saying and here, eavesdropping here and there. Drachir seems to be going on what he calls a diplomatic mission over to Itnos. I don't know for sure what he plans to do. but he's been trying to get backing for his little war for a long time, but nobody wants to be on his side, and they've stopped. Pretty much, they've stopped the military from giving aid to either side. They've stopped, getting us to stop the main military from giving aid to either side. They've convinced Ramos to not give any aid. However, some mercenaries and heroes and people with big swords always want to try and help the little guy. So every now and again, some mercenaries and sell swords get, ferried over every now and again, and hence why Drachir wanted us to try and stop them if they ever try to board our ship. So they'd be trying to get, different people to just stop coming through.
I see. Well, outside of the game, I think I will cast Detect Thoughts just to be sure.
This one.
Remind me how that one looks again.
Looking at it. Let's see. Time 1 action, range self. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. That'll just be Polly. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. The latter is what I would like to do. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. Well, alright, let's go turn by turn. We'll start at surface thoughts.
For sure.
If the wisdom saving throw fails, I gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates, etc. If he succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind. And unless you shift your attention towards another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check, contested by my intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends.
Okay.
And, questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so the spell is particularly effective as part of an interrogation.
Savage.
You gotta love the helpful notes down there like that. Alright, so you're gonna start with just surface thoughts then? Okay. And that,
Tickles brain a little bit.
yeah. You cast the detect thoughts. It's only the wisdom check if you probe deeper, right?
Right.
Yeah. You probe his surface thoughts there, and he's scared. He's a little worried. He keeps telling himself, don't get yourself killed. Don't get yourself killed. And then he just hear him he's just kind of being like, just tell him everything they want to know. Stop holding back, stuff like that. So you get the feeling that these are definitely like as truthful as he can get right now.
Okay.
About what you're asking.
As truthful as can be. Good. Alright. Well. I think I'll keep it at the surface level then.
Okay.
So we'll keep it active.
For sure. You're just hearing a lot of don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me.
Like any person would.
But I get the impression that he's being as truthful as he possibly can be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's telling himself like stop holding back. Just tell him everything for crying out loud. You're gonna you've got your tail feathers pulled out. You've gotten you've gotten burned by this freaking elf. You've got, you're just getting your butt handed to you. Just do what they want, man. Just tell them what they want. Yeah. All in his head. As he's sitting there, just kind of like in a physical world, he's just kind of looking around, just like, oh god, looking at everybody.
Finish pouring the tea. I'll slide it towards Polly.
Picks it up, shake.
Well,
A little teacup, tea saucer.
it's rattling. I think you're being honest. Oh, Chloe, thank you for asking the important questions, getting the ball.
I should have been asked a while ago.
No, you're right. Thank you.
But do you know if there's like a time or a place where this is happening, so maybe we can attempt to, like...
Don't we have that information? Timetable?
Yeah,
Was that in like the manifest?
It says on the manifest that the airship is taking off from the main main city the main city of geez, sorry, I had it written down. Roynouche. It's the main city of Roynouche. That's where the airship is gonna be flying out of. It's on the island of Drachir, but it's like the Drachirian like main city where they first came in when they were refugees back in the day.
How many times can you change your form? Like once every turn? Or like once every...
Disguise self, it depends on the number of spell slots, but let's see. Disguise self is
Because I was thinking
first level spell, so let me read the specifics to see if there's daily
what were you
limit, but I
thinking?
don't
So
think
I
there
wanted
is.
to try to land on the island and have him transform into like a dragonborn, so he goes and hears what's like happening during the
Okay.
demo, whatever you call it again. So we can land and
Dragonborners.
actually get somewhere instead of just fucking floating and just waiting.
Because you guys are still just
Yeah, we should probably attempt to land on the island at some
You guys are
point.
stationary at the moment.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, it only lasts an hour. Yeah, just burn up another first level spell slot, but I'd be down to do that
Yeah.
if need be.
That's
but
an
Well,
idea.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah,
That's if we want to find out the stigma, I think. But honestly, I'm more intrigued on where this zombie plague's coming from.
The grand
Cause,
Pupashin's like...
but like,
But
specifics behind it.
yeah. Cause it's,
anyhow, business at hand. I believe we should
Right.
give our Kraka his just reward for having told us all this wonderful information.
His ticket home.
Well, I hear ya. But Polly, what was that one aphorism, pirate aphorism? Dead men tell no tales.
Yar.
Yeah.
I also
Do you read me?
There's also a party boat saying living men well, shut the fuck up. Always and forever, I swear to God. That's the whole thing.
As extremely talkative as you are, I think it'd be more useful if you were kept talking for now.
Okay.
So, what can you tell me about this zombie plague that we don't already know?
The zombie dragonborn.
Is it just Dragonborn?
Yar. they so far the only there be the zombies over on Eastwood, but those have been there for the last 4 years. They're human zombies, and they were created from the death and all the magic being used to and those demons coming and taking over that part and everything. All the evil creatures and vampires, everything taking over. There's those zombies there that just kind of naturally sprung up over the years, but the Drachir himself is more worried about the Dragonborn zombies, and they so far they're the only ones popping up on Drachir, on the island Drachir, and they're attacking everybody without discrimination. They're attacking the Dragonborn soldiers. They're attacking. They pop up in the middle of encampments. They be fighting them too. They be fighting in the middle of encampments. They be fighting. They be popping up mostly near well, I guess since I'm not I was never his soldier, but since I'm not loyal anymore, his palace, it's not really a palace, but it's just he added on to like a home. He's trying his hardest to make the areas that he's taking over look a little bit like Itnas, but it's mostly the island of Drachir is a lot of marshlands, and it's hard to build big spiraling cities on top of marshlands. So he be trying his hardest, but they be wooden structures, and it looks more like a shanty city than it does a big sprawling metropolis. But he be trying, and his so-called palace, they be popping up a lot around there. They seem to be mostly around there, and then a lot of parts around the other parts of the island, and they be popping up on. I hear reports that they be popping up on Itnas as well, and they be popping up. One popped up on Eastwood just the other day. Yar. And they seem to be looking for something. Drachir, I know Drachir was saying, I know, there I was eavesdropping on some thing when they were kind of broadcasting some stuff. They said that, anybody that they're trying to eliminate the Dragonborn, Drachir seems very, very afraid, and they said to, start to eliminate them and kill them as much as they can, but they be just popping in and out of existence. It seems they just pop in, attack, and then a bolt of them, just a light happens, and they just disappear all over again. Mostly towards the, like I said, mostly around the palace, and they're not friendly to anybody. They be popping up in villages and attacking, homes and of the native Drachirians, and they be popping up in the Drachirian army.
But mostly around the palace, you say?
Mostly around the palace, and they be looking for something.
What's something?
Well, there be a lot of rumors about Drachir was wanting to see. He was wanting to up the guards in near his treasure room, and one could only assume they'd be looking for something. They might be looking for I don't know if they're looking for treasure to loot or what they'd be looking for near that. But Drachir, when the Dragonborn zombies started to pop up, he started to put more guards and more heavier guards around his treasure room.
So it sounds like they're not really controlled by an individual or their own people, or
Yeah, no,
Seem
they're
to
separate.
They seem to have goals of
Their own minds, essentially. Okay.
Fascinating.
So you know they're not controlled by anyone in particular.
But they have a goal. They're looking for something
Treasures.
round.
Important stuff.
But I'm not going to let him know that.
Yeah.
Something that could be considered a treasure. Or a magic item. Perhaps.
Magic ball!
And so, is there anything else that you guys wanted to do? Any more questions or?
I'm good. I'm satisfied.
Okay.
I'm satisfied.
Nice.
I'll say that he's had his tea and crumpets. Whatever.
Tea and crumpets.
Whatever Eric Cochran eat.
Nice.
And we'll be speaking again real soon, Paulie.
Yeah, I hope.
I'll be looking forward to it.
In
the meantime, Drumar, would you please be so kind as to take our guest back to the brig?
Where did you just answer me? Or can I have answered one question before I get thrown back down there? You guys seem to want a lot of information from me, but what about Grothnar? Didn't he give you plenty of information, any of this military information himself?
He was foolish. He decided to bite his tongue to the death.
The foolish fools be fooling. And he just kind of sadly waddles down to waddles down to the brig as Drumar kind of pointed his way there.
I'm just gonna put him in his cell and come back. But I had everything ready.
We were ready. He was ready. So is there anything
ready
else?
for dispatching him?
Yeah, and he would have gone out without even knowing what hit him. I would even told him like, this is your new ship.
Well, as
Just you, the open sky, and the sea
as
for the rest of your life.
chilling and as inventive as that is to me, how about in case he tries to escape, then that happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
He'll
lock up
plummet
all the
straight
other
into the
ones.
sea as well.
Just lock up all the elements. Yeah.
I mean, if he decides to pull the same shit, well, that's it.
Yeah.
To Polly, right?
Yeah. Well, this time he's locked up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it'd be hard to do that this time.
Well,
Not impossible, but
yeah.
What?
Sneaky rat like sorry,
Yes.
sky rat like that.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna end it here. After the round of questioning and getting all that intel and a lot of information on some of the secrets and some of the things that they were wanting to get some information on. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Tune in next week where we'll see where the crew decides to go from here. Will they head over to Drachir? Will they head somewhere else? Are they gonna how will they fare from here? And are they gonna run into any more army men or what have you? But come and check us out next time. You can check us here on Twitch every Monday at 7 p.m. Check out the edited episodes, these same episodes on YouTube on Tuesdays, and on the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts as well on Tuesdays. And then we also have our Heck Flame Talks coming up on Sundays, so you can check those out on the podcast and on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Please subscribe. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.